What's up, y'all? It's me, Erika. What's going on? Yes. What's going on, y'all? Today is, what are we on today? Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Thursday. Let's see if these... I should park right there at the end. I don't know why I like to park in the middle. I just like to park next to the basketball courts, I feel like. I don't like that the city truck is parked across 3 parking spaces. So what are we talking about? Beverly Hills? Oh, my nail. It's nice. It's nice right now. It's 72 degrees. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, y'all. California, baby. I'm a little late coming down here. Let me talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The episode was pretty good overall. Go ahead, like, subscribe. I haven't told y'all that in a long time. Like, subscribe, comment, let the diva know you stopped by. We already know what it is, right? Y'all know to hit the notification bell twice. Shout out to all the new subscribers and people who have been coming down to the channel and leaving their comments and stuff, and the new people. I was gonna say something, but I'm not. I will not. They did a rewind and flashback of the episode, and then was like, you know, well, that's not all that happened. You know what I mean? So they went back. They started off with Garcelle getting glammed up because she's being honored at the LA mission. She's really, really pretty. She's getting her makeup done. She's really pretty lady. So she picks up Lisa Rinna and asks how was Santa Barbara. Lisa Rinna was like, well, Denise said that Sammy said, here we go with the conversation. Now, I've been able to process it. You know, the 2 episodes ago, I was like, Denise, what are you doing? Why are you acting like that? Last episode review, I was like, okay, I see where she's coming from. I mean, I understand how it is to be around kids, and trust me, I understand how it is to be around kids and child appropriate conversation. I just have a different approach to conversations, but understanding that children and adult conversations, they shouldn't be in the same room. I remember growing up, I think I already mentioned this, growing up, and a lot of households did this. The kids were not allowed to be around adults because of the conversation. So, you know, and so she was like, Sammy said something, and she was like, and Sammy didn't say anything. It was Denise probing. However, you need to probe your children sometimes and be like, okay, did you overhear anything? Do you have any questions about what you overheard? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the opportunity. Like, and then, but the daughter, as we could see, the video is letting us know that the daughter is like, girl, it's not that big of a deal. We laughing. And just like Lisa Rinna said in the interview, she was like, was it really her like being like, oh my God, mom? Or was it really like, your mom is crazy, you and your friends are crazy over there talking about stuff? Like, what is it? And the way that Denise is making it seem, and as you could see, I don't know if we looking at the same show. We could see what Denise is doing in comparison to how her daughter was saying it. She's taking more offense. Now, for Denise's defense, nobody wants a child going home. And like she said, and like we've all said, when you're the child of Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards, a lot comes with that. And people are going to think that you come from this crazy family, right? And yes, and that's why everybody's like, girl, their father is Charlie Sheen, girl. I mean, do we think? But I can see her saying, I don't want people thinking that that's me. Like, I don't live like that. I'm not like that. So she don't want the kids going back to their house saying, when I went over Miss Denise's house, you know, white people let people call them by their name. It's no Miss in front of it. It's just Denise. When I went over Denise's house, they were over there talking about threesomes. And you don't want this ultra judgmental, PTA president mom, starting rumors like, girl, you know how it goes. So I understand where she's coming from. But I also think that she should be honest in it, because she has not said to any of the other women what the real reason is. It's just, you guys got to be careful the way you talk around my kids. But everybody's like, girl, your personality says one thing, your actions say another thing, and then, so it's a lot of conflicting messages, and I think Denise is contributing to that conflicted message, because it's not all true. It's really not all true. And we could see that the daughter is like, it wasn't a big deal. Even Lisa was like, I know her daughter's not going to be offended. That's coming from Denise. And it's coming from Denise because she don't want nobody going back to their homes, kids going back to their homes saying they're at Denise's house talking about threesomes. She's not communicating that. And the women have decided to take offense to, the first thing women do is come after your social standing and how you are as a mother and your ability to keep a man. Those are the three things that women go after each other for. That's it. It's not how well you do in business. Are you a good business person? Are you a shrewd businesswoman? It's none of that. It's how you are with your children, how good of a mother you are, how well you keep a man, and maybe how well you clean the house. That's it. Don't nobody care anything else about nothing. They really don't. They don't. And maybe what you got on, because how you present yourself socially, that's how women, get petty and shit with each other. You understand what I'm saying? Listen to how women fight. Listen to the first things that they go to, okay? Just trust me when I tell you that. Y'all women, y'all know how y'all fight? Hell, Denise has a lot to say about Kyle, and she won't say it to her face. And maybe that's why Kyle is turning around saying that everybody is fake, right? So she says, yeah, because and then Kyle also said something to, who did she say something about to? She said something to somebody about Erika and Dorit. Oh, Kyle said to Erika that her and Dorit weren't really true friends. So they get to all the women show up. They show a clip of Lisa was like, girl, we got to be honest with our children. We didn't pose for Playboy and everything else. We have to be honest with our kids. And that is true. But Denise is saying, I don't want this type of conversation around my children because I don't want them taking it back to anybody who would say something about my household. And that's just what it is. And because has Denise said that? Y'all tell me what episode she said that. Because she has not. All she said is, I don't want to, be careful the kids, be careful the kids, be careful the kids. Everybody's like, girl, you just sat down here. The minute you sat down was talking about your husband's dick, how big it was. So we're trying to understand, what are you talking about? So why are we being quiet around the kids? Oh, because, girl, because I don't want them going back to their house, talking and saying to their mom that somebody was overheard having a threesome. Oh, girl. Okay. Not just, and no, you don't have to give a reason. I know somebody's gonna be like, girl, I don't have to give a reason for you the way I want you to behave around my children. True. And like Sutton said, maybe the next time the children should be separate. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, don't tell me how to run my house. Okay, both of them, you can say both of that. Both of those things can exist. That's what I'm all about, being honest with your children, having age-appropriate conversations, asking them questions about things that they've seen. Do you have any questions about this? Do you understand what you just saw? All of that. Having those conversations and being mindful and just having those mindful, age-appropriate conversations. So I totally understand where Denise is coming from. But I feel because she's not communicating it in a way that these women have taken offense. And Kyle even said, I'm a mother. That's the one thing that I take pride in doing. Honey, because if you don't, they'll nail you to the cross if you don't. Because you should, and all of this. You should, right? All of that. So, Kyle's like, I take that very seriously for you to question my mothering, and then for you to say to all the way to the extreme, I just can't have my children around you. Girl, come on. That's a lot. And it's a lot. And that's why everybody's like, dang, girl, like, we just were like, okay, we're sorry. Erika apologized. We're sorry. You're bringing it up because you obviously still have a problem with it. But you're telling everybody, I don't have a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Denise, it clearly is a problem. You're bringing it up. You keep talking about it. And you've gone to the ultra extreme to say, I'm not bringing my kids around y'all anymore. How does everybody in Southern California know that Aaron has a big dick? On TV. It was on TV. It was on TV. When them kids are going to Kyle Richards' house, they know there's cameras around. Not Kyle Richards. Denise Richards' house. They know there's cameras around. They know that. They know it might be a cat fight. You cannot tell me that these people don't know that Denise Richards is on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with these cameras around and probably don't watch it. You can't tell me. You just can't tell me that. Yeah, she can say whatever she wants to. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about it. Shit. So they get to the LA Mission dedication and award ceremony for Garcelle. Allie Landry introduces her. Yeah, they said, I remember we were talking about Allie Landry and Mario Lopez, and they was only together one day. They didn't even make it down the aisle or something because he had cheated on her at the bachelor party. Girl, these dudes are crazy. But Garcelle mentions her 28-year-old son who, you know, got on drugs, basically. She wishes that he could be there. Her other sons were there. Her ex-husband was there. He's around a lot. He's around a lot. She said, I hope, when she was in getting her makeup done, she was like, I hope he don't bring them with their hair looking crazy. Because, you know, that's a white man, honey. He'd be like, your hair looks fine. A black mother be like, no, your hair does not look okay. Go, get out of here with your hair looking crazy like that. But one of them, their hair seemed to be okay when they arrive. I relate so much to the way that she interacts with her sons, like throwing things at them and being like, shut up, don't nobody want to hear no badass kid talk. You know, just like, you know, just friendly and easygoing. And it's just like, there's no tension. There's like, you know, I don't know. I relate so much to the way that she interacts with her sons. I thought it was really cute. And like, you know, hugging them and then pushing them away, stuff like that. And just silly, just being silly, you know, with your sons. They're 11, 12, you know what I'm saying? They just turned 12 years old. So they super silly. Because I know mine is silly. Oh, God. He'd be like, Mommy, do you think we crazy? I'd be like, honey, I used to ask my mom the same thing. Do you think I'm crazy? Like, because we just act silly. You get a certain age, you just act silly. And you just got to be like, I remember. Like, that's what I don't understand about adults. And I know I'm off on another topic. I just don't understand adults when they look at children. Do you forget when you were a child to where you start judging children's behavior as if you weren't a child yourself? That's why I don't go by when people be like, you can't give me advice about kids because you don't have any. Bitch, I was one and I had some parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my experience, bitch. What the fuck? Just because you pop a baby out don't mean that. Okay, let me shut up. Okay, anyways, so they get on Garcelle's son. They talk about him. Maybe we'll meet him one day, but apparently he has some addiction issues, which is, you know, part of mental health and mental wellness. So hopefully he's getting help. She gives her acceptance speech and she says, oh, and my new BFFs over here. And some not so much. And then they were like, girl, Garcelle looked at you. She got eye contact with you. It was so funny. Erika and Lisa Rinna went to the bathroom and they missed the speech. I don't know, from the time they sat down, how long were y'all in the bathroom? How was that cut? Because they went to the bathroom and they cut to Garcelle like making a face like, dang, y'all going to the bathroom. But I don't know. You know how they cut stuff. So you don't know if a reaction is a legitimate reaction to something that just happened, baby, because they cut these things up so much. And it's like, they missed it. They really missed it. So I was like, what? Did they start eating? They announced it first and then they started eating. And they were eating. So they were there. They had gone to the bathroom, gave her award, honey, and this. And then in the interview, Garcelle said, yes, Kyle, you. Like, girl, yes, I was looking at you when I said I have a new group of BFFs. Some of them not so much. Yeah, girl, I was talking about you. She said it in the interview. I was like, okay, Garcelle, girl. So Denise says she has to leave. Denise comes in there and she says, Kyle says that she's avoiding the issue. Here's the thing. Denise and Garcelle are friends. And so Denise is leaving the event, but Kyle and Lisa Rinna want to start some shit with Denise at Garcelle's event. Girl, that we're not doing that, y'all. We're not doing that. Anyway, so they sit down with Garcelle. The event is over. Denise leaves, and Garcelle was like, "Well, did anything get resolved in Santa Barbara?" And Sutton was like, "No." Like, girl, no, it didn't. No, it was nothing was resolved. And she was like, "Well, Denise was abruptly cut us off, and she didn't want to talk about it, and she's acting like she's mom of the year and all of this stuff, and she just wants to protect her kids. She's overprotective of her kids because of who their father is." And I said overcompensating to the point where she's not being honest with them, right? And as we can see, and I don't know if anybody else sees it, but Denise is not, she doesn't communicate well. She doesn't. She really doesn't. And I don't know. I mean, and just some people just don't. They just don't communicate well. To me, she doesn't communicate well. Garcelle says, "I don't understand what's going on with you women. It just seems like a lot of this stuff is very surface, very fake." Right? And she has a point. I mean, it is Beverly Hills, girl. Erika goes, "Well, I don't think that she knows us enough. But it is very surface. But it's just because you haven't been around the girls that much, so you want to get deeper." So Garcelle gives this example of actually meeting somebody, this actress, and within the first 5 minutes, they had shared all of these things with each other. And in this space where, okay, I'm being vulnerable with you, you being vulnerable with me, I'm letting you know you can trust me. I hope that I can trust you. You know what I mean? And that's how things go, right? And that's how you start building, just sharing, right? I used to have a problem with that too. I used to just let people talk. To the point where people were like, "Erika, I've known you for such a long time, but I don't feel like I really know you." Well, start asking questions. If you're interested, you'll ask. If not, then I'll let you talk. Because people love to talk about themselves. So go ahead and talk. People love talking. They love talking. They love talking. So talk. And when you realize at the end of the day, now maybe I should be forthright and not wait for people to ask, right? That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned is you need to just don't wait for people to ask. Just be forthright with information when people sharing with you. But that's just what happened. I'm used to people just, like I said, I just always been used to people coming up to me and just talking to me. So in friendships, I just did that. I operated in the same way where I just was just like, go ahead, talk. Go ahead, talk. So, I mean, there's a give and take. It's a give and take. So hopefully Kyle, well, I guess we understand that Kyle and Garcelle are not meshing well in the friendship area. And Kyle was like, "I thought we were getting to know each other because we sat there, we talked about your home," and they ran a clip. So I don't know what Garcelle is looking for out of Kyle, but to me that looked like they were very comfortable and talking about your home and things that's personal to me. To me, I feel like that's personal. Maybe it's not personal to Garcelle. Maybe she's talking about something else. Maybe she needs to communicate as to what she's looking for. She did give an example. And then I think what is so odd about how people receive criticism is when Kyle was like, "Bring it on." And Garcelle was like, "I don't have nothing to bring. I was just telling you." Bring it on. Bring what on, girl? I'm just telling you that I feel like you keep it very surface with me. I don't have nothing to bring. I don't have nothing else to bring. What are you talking about? Bring it on. Like, we about to fight? Are we about to fight? What are we doing here, girl? Let me know. Let me in on it, fucking Kyle. Let me in on it. And anyways, so Sutton tries to make a joke to break that up because I don't know what Kyle was talking about. Bring it on. Girl, what are you talking about? Shut up. Denise and Big Dick Aaron. I wrote Big Dick Aaron. Because everybody know, girl. You done told everybody. That's one thing I learned from sitting down listening to older women. You don't tell other women what your man got in his damn pants. Girl, are you crazy? Because the next thing you know, they be sitting on his lap and you're going to be mad about it because they want to know. Girl, you done told the world that it was a big trunk. That's what I've always learned. Who in the comments, y'all tell me. Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments if the older woman has ever told, if you ever heard older women talk and tell and say to you, don't you ever, I don't give a damn if the dick is good. Don't you ever tell somebody how a nigga is laying his dick down. Don't ever. What? Are you crazy? These motherfuckers will be sitting on his dick and then you'll be mad. But it was you, girl. You told it. You told it. Men do the same thing. Don't go. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Big Dick Aaron. Anyway, so they on the way talking about Santa Barbara. On the way to, where were they on the way to? Oh, they was eating dinner. They were eating dinner. And they talked about Santa Barbara, and she was like, Aaron was like, who cares what those people think? He's on some other shit. Aaron, I don't know if Aaron be high. I don't know what he be on. I don't know. He's just quirky, very quirky. Maybe it's because of the field that he works in. Because when he walked in Kyle's house and he gave her, I don't know what he gave her. If he gave her some minerals or anything to keep the 5G EFTs, EMFs. EMFs. And then kept the EMFs on the to keep out for the 5G towers. Honey, Aaron is up on the game. He's trying to tell y'all that's what the I wonder what he had to say about the coronavirus and the people. Remember the people were saying that they was trying to keep people in so they could put 5G towers up. Girl, just get your little EMF protectors. Go buy it. It's hot. I'm hot. All right. So Aaron said he didn't care what he said. He didn't care what the people thought. He thought they were crazy. I thought the way that Denise ordered her food, she ordered mashed potatoes with a salad with Parmesan cheese and cucumbers and pepper. No dressing. And mashed potatoes. And he ordered a filet and then asked for A1 sauce. Where were y'all at to where you needed A1 sauce for a filet? And you was somewhere were you in Santa Monica? Where they live, in Malibu? Why would you get A1 sauce? Child, that messes the whole steak up. If you really know how to cook a steak, don't put no A1 sauce on no steak. What is wrong with you? Anyway. Child, anyway. I really wrote filet and A1 sauce because that stuck out to me when I was like, why is he asking for A1 sauce? Okay, girl. Whatever. I got a lot of problems with these people. Oh, this is too many notes. God! Y'all, let me hurry up. Okay, so they get to Kyle's barbecue. Garcelle gets there. Everybody gets there. They got the tent set out. Everybody's nice. Michael comes out with Sutton, this guy that she met on eHarmony. What'd she say? Match.com. Remember eHarmony? Do they still have that? Child. Anyway, so they all get there. They all Beverly Hills casual. That's what they were saying. Garcelle is talking and cussing and shit. And then her son was right there. So it's funny because you see like glimpse of what Denise is talking about. And yes, I mean, I cuss in front of my children. So that's one thing that honey, it's a word. And I've always taught them from little that they're not bad words, they're adult words, so adults use them and not children. And then I hear my sons cussing and stuff like that. They're learning now how to cuss, because don't be cussing and sounding crazy. That's just my thing. I know how to cuss. I come from a line of cusses, baby, and I'm telling you. So when you start cussing, you need to learn how to cuss right. Don't be just cussing any old kind of way, just saying things, shit, mother shit, damn, just saying crazy stuff, right? So it's important that, it's not important, but if you're gonna cuss, learn how to cuss a motherfucker out, okay? But Garcelle said a cuss word, and her son was like, did he say grammar? What did he say? Curse words? What did he say? He said something to check her. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even. Why are you sitting over here anyway? Exactly. Like, go. So aren't you supposed to be playing somewhere? But it looked like they were bored because all of the other kids were really, really little. They talk about eating placenta. And Teddi says she'll eat it in a pill form. And then she was like, that's some white shit. But it's really good for you. Like, it's really good for you. People break it down. People eat it, break it down into capsules, like Teddi said. I did not do that. I wasn't aware enough to understand that how good it was for you. I wouldn't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? So some people know that. And to each his own. It's from your body. I mean, they say it's good for you. So... and it helps with postpartum depression. So it's a lot of nutrients. I mean, it held the baby for the almost 10 months. So how bad could it be? Aaron and Denise show up. They on the way talking shit about talking on the way there. They're just talking mess like these women. And she's like, you know, kind of putting a battery in his back, which kind of leads to him stepping out of line. And, you know, I don't really care about men addressing women and things like that. I didn't like the way I took it the same way Teddi took it. Like, honey, oh, the man has to say something. I took it in the same way because he was almost like, what I'm about to say is absolute and it's going to be done when I'm saying, okay, are we done here? Okay, let's move to the next thing. No, you don't get to dictate none of this, man. And I was in the same energy that Teddi had in her interview. I felt the same way, like, girl, what? And even when he was talking, I was like, girl, what are you talking about? Shut up. Stay in your place. This really don't have nothing to do with you. Maybe it does because it's his kids. But anyway, so they kept saying, why didn't you bring your kids? Why didn't you bring your kids, Denise? But then Aaron was like, we want a timeout. I mean, I love my child. I miss my child. But dang, I want to be with my wife sometimes by myself. Understandable, right? But then... the way that you say it to Garcelle, like, girl, do you think I was really about to bring my kids into this motherfucker? No. And Kyle overhears it. Like, they really talking shit about Kyle. I mean, about the situation across from Kyle. And Kyle's looking, you know, Kyle's already offended. And I wrote here that they decided to be offended, right, by Denise's actions rather than try to understand where she's coming from. However, it's hard to understand where somebody's coming from when they aren't speaking clearly. If you don't want to be misunderstood, speak clearly, and that's just what it is. But I didn't like the way that they really took it. They really took it to the left. Oh, you don't want your kids to be around us. And what did she say? You don't feel safe around, like, you know, white women, they start dropping these trigger words. You know, you don't feel safe. You don't feel, nobody said they didn't feel safe. Dorit, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Looking like Valley of the Dolls next week. Looking like Patty Duke. Girl, what was that hair doing? Dorit will give you a whole, like I said, she will change her whole hair up. So Teddi says she just wants to clear up everything. Garcelle stands up for Denise, understandably. Teddi was like, were you just trying to make us look bad? So they're all taking offense. They're not willing to see it. Again, they're not willing to see it from her perspective, only because she hasn't explained herself well. Unless you guys can show me where she was like, I don't want the kids going back. And a lot of people are going to say, yes, Denise doesn't have to explain herself. But if you want people to understand you, you cannot speak in riddles. And you got to be forthright. And you got to be honest. And you got to be transparent. If it is bothering you, say it's bothering you. Because every time they show the clip, they done showed it about 4 or 5 times now, that your daughter said she don't have a problem with it. It's you that have the problem with it. And you have the problem because you don't want the kids going back to their parents saying they heard something at Denise Richards' house. Say that. Say that. Stop making these women feel like they're bad people for having honest conversation amongst friends and who made a mistake. Say that. Like, say it. Just say it, Denise, girl. But I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. It's no problem. And then all of a sudden you get up and leave with your Sassoon jeans on, girl. Where are you going with them jeans? Can somebody get Denise a pair of straight leg jeans? Boot cut, girl. That is 1993. We are not doing boot cut. Especially a boot cut high water with a chunky heel black boot. We not doing that. And a t-shirt with what do you call a batter tee with the damn sleeves a different color. and the collar a different color, and we can see your ankles, bitch. Where in the fuck is the flood? I want to know. Like, girl, that shit drives me crazy. I'm like, why she always, and it looks like, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, it looks like the same pair of jeans every time Denise show up somewhere. She got them bell bottom bootleg ankle cut Sassoon jeans on, girl. I'm tired of it. I know Dorit has a problem with it. I know she'd be like, this is so tragic. Girl, what? And you came barbecue down. You really came for the barbecue, girl. And what's her name? Kyle said she didn't want to barbecue because Mauricio went to a USC game. Mauricio's like, I'm out of here. I'm smoking weed. I'm with my friends. I'm going to a basketball game or football game. I don't know what season it is. What was in October? Football. All right. So, okay. So what happened? So Aaron steps in. Know your surroundings. An issue of, you guys are making an issue out of nothing. So what happened with Sammy? Everybody want to know. Since you're using your daughter, you're saying, well, Sammy heard. So what happened with Sammy? Lisa want to know. Lisa even walks away like, girl, this is some bullshit. Y'all play too much. I'm not even here for it. I'm not even trying to hear what you got to say. But she asked her daughter, what did you hear? And that's okay, right? Did you hear something? Yeah, you guys were talking about threesomes and stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. I didn't want you to hear anything like that. No, mommy, it's okay. So you making it seem like it's something wrong with the daughters, but not how you look to other people. Just say that. Girl, I don't even know how many times. Every time I say just say that, take a drink of your drink. Kyle was like, I understand what you coming, I get where you coming from, but you're like really talking about us as mothers. Your mom shaming is what they said. And then that's when Teddi was like, oh, Aaron, did you put us in our place? Did you let us know? Are you the man? And like, that's how I felt. The way his energy, I didn't like his energy at all. And I really don't care when the men have something to say, but you're not going to sit here. And y'all, when him and Denise were walking away and she was like telling him to be quiet for the cameras, and he said something, and he was like, don't tell me to be quiet, and he like was saying something under his threes like this, and I rewound it like 3 times. Did y'all hear what he said? And they didn't even give him any subtitles either. So I'm trying to figure out what did he say. It didn't sound, I didn't like the way it sounded. I didn't like the tone. I didn't like him. Whatever he said to Denise, I didn't like it. I didn't like the tone of it. I don't care what you said. I don't know what you said. Denise starts cussing in front of Dorit's kids, using the F-bomb. So what's worse? Talking about a threesome, talking about people having sex, or talking about saying the word fuck in front of a 3 or 4-year-old who is probably going to absorb that and later be saying, fuck, 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 fuck. Because they take everything, baby. And the next thing you know, they'll be mumbling. You're like, where did you hear that from? Denise at Kyle's house using the F word. And even what Teddi was like, I just find it so ironic that you right here dropping bombs in front of this little girl, and you don't want us around the kids because we talking about sex, something that's natural. I mean, to me, fuck is kind of like, it's a little, it's a good cuss. It's a really good cuss word. But you don't want your 3-year-old running around saying fuck, 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 fuck. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them doing that. You know what I'm saying? Teddi and Denise, he tells, oh yeah, Aaron was like, y'all need to look in the mirror. What are you talking about? You act like we killed some kids. God damn. You need to look in the mirror and be okay with yourself. Aaron, shut up with your jeans on and your cowboy boots. Y'all look like y'all coming from a damn, the place, the monster truck rallies. That's where Aaron and Denise look like they coming from. Where y'all coming from dressed like that, girl? And Aaron got a piece of hair singing on the side. They look a mess. That's what they do. They look a mess. What did Aaron say under his breath, y'all? And he slammed Kyle's door. Nigga, what? Are you crazy? Why are you slamming my door, nigga? You can't be that man. You really can't be that man. You and Denise, like, that was so dramatic. And that's what you get when you got a damn cast full of soap opera actress. actresses. What did I say? Somebody looking like the Joker. There was scenes where Denise Richards was in the car on the way to Kyle's house, and she was putting on her makeup, and she was like talking, and I said, that looks like Denise Richards. Like, she really looked like a young Denise Richards, because her hair was darker, and she looked different. Denise Richards was a nice looking girl for the era, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, that's it. I didn't talk too much. That was too long. I'm gonna cut a lot out because that was too long. 30-something minutes talking about a 30-minute hour show. I guess so. Anyways, child, I'm out of here. Let me go. I'm gonna go make me some coffee. It's time to go. I done ran my mouth for too long. Y'all take care of each other. Let's get down in the comments. Can y'all tell me, I really want to, out of everything on the show, I really want to know what Aaron said to Denise as they were walking out. Y'all might have to go back and watch it, because he mumbled something under his breath, because she kept telling him to be quiet. He was like, don't tell me to be quiet. And then it was like, shoo, shoo, shoo. And I was like, what is he saying? I don't like the way whatever he said, I don't like what he said to her. Anyways, y'all tell me what y'all think of the episode. Do y'all see where Denise, I see where Denise is coming from. I see where the women is coming from. Do y'all think Denise is not communicating well? Am I seeing something that I'm like making up? I mean, has she said, because I don't think she said it. Has she said that the reason why she didn't want them cussing around or talking to stuff around kids, because she didn't want them to take it back to somebody? So let me know what y'all think of the episode. Anyways, I gotta go. Take care of each other and protect your energy. Peace. Don't forget to wash your hands. Like, you know what I'm saying? That hasn't stopped. Peace.